Welcome my people from all around the world. ChefboyArgee here. It is New Year's Eve. Tomorrow will be New Year's Day 2024. Are you ready to get cooking with a chef? What do you want to cook? How about some 15 bean soup with the chef? Are you ready to get cooking? Are you ready? Alright, here it is, our 15 bean soup. And of course, we're going to do some cornbread with this. I think one of my other videos, there's a recipe for some cornbread, so you can do it. Unbelievable, Jiffy, 50, 65 cents a box. Phenomenal, I love Jiffy cornbread. But we're going to concentrate on the 15 bean soup. This stuff here, you can have any way you want. You can have it with pork, you can have it with chicken, you can have it with ham, you can have it just by itself. And there's a couple different ways you can do it. You can just throw it in a pot and boil it. You can use an Instant Pot, a crock pot. You can actually put the beans in and hydrate them the night before, and that's what we're going to do tonight. It gets a little bit of the starch out and breaks down some of the sugars, but you don't have to. You can just throw them in a pot and start from scratch right that morning, or you can soak them in water overnight. That's what we're going to do, but 15 bean soup. Are you ready to get cooking with a chef? Are you ready? Alright, it's damn good, says the chef, ChefboyArgee. Happy New Year's Day 2024. Here's a couple of ingredients. A little seasoning, a little salt, pepper, celery salt. Be putting in our 15 bean soup. But last night, New Year's Eve, what did we do? We took that big bag of 15 bean soup, put it in the crock pot, fill it with a bunch of water, and just hydrate them beans, let them soak overnight. Like I said, you don't have to. You can just throw them in a pot or crock pot or Instant Pot or pressure cooker, whatever you're going to cook them in, and just cook them in, as is right then and there. Or you can let them soak 8, 10, 12 hours. Let them soak all night, a bunch of water. Just hydrates them, breaks down some of the starch and sugars. And what we're going to do with that? I'll tell you what we're going to do with that. We are going to take all that water that's in there, dump that out into a colander, put fresh water in, and start these beans in the crock pot. ChefboyArgee says, are you ready to get cooking? Are you ready? Alright, like I said, here's our 15 bean soup by Ham Beans. Comes in a bunch of different varieties. This is a regular 15 bean. Make sure you take that little white packet out. It's got some ham seasoning in it. We're going to put that in right when it's done. A minute or two before it's done. But take that out, and like I said, put your beans in a pot, in a crock pot, Instant Pot, pressure cooker, whatever you want. And like I said, you don't have to, but we hydrated them. What did we do? Last night, New Year's Eve, before we went to bed, just took a crock pot, poured that in there, and they've been soaking for about 9 hours. We're going to drain that water out. We're going to pour these in the colander, drain the water out, put them back in, use fresh water, and we're going to start the beans a-boiling. It's that simple. Like I said, hydrate them. Takes out the starch and sugar, some of it, but you don't have to. You can just put them in right now if we didn't soak them and start it. But we're hydrating them, so we're going to see what happens. Again, make sure you take that little white packet of ham seasoning out. Alright, are you ready to get cooking? Let's drain these beans and get it going. Alright, beans have been drained. Drain them out in the colander. Now what are we going to do? Let's put 9 cups of water. We poured them back in the crock pot. Look at them pretty beans. Now we're going to take 9 cups of water. Put that back in there. There's 4 cups. There's another 4 cups. There's 8. We'll go 8.5. Because we've got a lot of goodies to add to this. And it's definitely going to fill it up. Oh my goodness. Alright. We're going to turn that on low, get that going, and we're going to cut up all our goodies. Our celery, onion, carrots, and our sausage going in there. Are you ready? Alright, besides boiling in the crock pot, simmering our beans, what are we going to add? Well, I probably got about 1/3 of a pound there. That's a pork roast we did in the air fryer left. Oh yeah. Gonna chop that up, put that in with the beans. How about a pound of little smokies? Gonna cut them probably 3 times, each of the little smokies. Smoked sausage. That looks like about a pound. Carrots. Gotta have carrots and celery. All this be going in. We put a little bit of salt and pepper and some celery seed in there. Inside the water with the beans. Turn the beans on low right now. That can take a while to get going in the crock pot. Meantime, we're gonna cut up these 4 things and put them in the crock pot with the beans. Are you ready? Alright. We've got them beans in that crock pot. Now what do? We cut up about 3/4 pound of that little smokies. Sausage, smoked sausage. You can use whatever kind of sausage you want. And like I said, we had a bunch of pork roast left over from the air fryer. So that might be close to half a pound. We cut that up too. We took a bunch of carrots. These were already peeled, but you got to peel them yourself if you're not peeled. Imagine that. And a bunch of celery. Chop that up. All that's going to be going in with our beans. I think we're going to put the carrots and celery in first. And the beans and let that go for about an hour and a half. And then we're going to add the meat. Okay, let's put it in. Alright, there we go. Beans in the crock pot. We put the celery and the carrots in the crock pot. We got this bad boy on low. I think we're going to let it simmer about an hour and a half, and then we're going to add the meat. Total simmer time, probably, 3.5 hours. Oh, this kitchen's going to start smelling so good once this crock pot heats up. Alright, let's put the lid on and get it going. Are you ready? Alright, it's an old crock pot. I'm turning her on high. It's been on low for 3 hours and it's not even thinking about boiling. And I didn't want to boil, I wanted to simmer, but usually it used to get real hot, so we're going to turn it on high for an hour. Then we can turn it back down on low, no big deal. But we almost forgot the onions, look at there. Took a medium-sized onion, cut that baby up. Now what are we going to do? Add this in here, and like I said, she's on high. Oh yeah. There we go. And it's looking good. Like I said, we're going to turn it on high and get a little bit of a boil going down. Then we're going to turn it on low. Add the meat and still cook it for at least another hour. Alright, here we go. Are you ready? Alright, here we go. Here's almost a finished product. Meat was added about an hour ago. Look at there. Turn this back down on simmer. We're going to put our ham seasoning packet in there. Stir that up. Go about 2 minutes with it. And it's going to be done. Are you ready? Alright, we're just about done. We're going to put some cornbread in the oven. Unfortunately, I can't give you a good deal on times. Like I said, we put this thing on about 10 in the morning and oh my goodness. I think this crock pot is old. As a matter of fact, I know it's old. It's very old. It's on its last legs. That's why for 4 hours it wasn't even simmering. If we turn it on high, and like I said, we got a boil going, and then I got to turn it back down after it was boiling, so. But I mean, you can just tell. You know, after a couple hours, 3-4 hours, depending, you know, if you're doing a lower heat or a higher heat. As long as your carrots and your beans are soft, it's done, so. But we're going to put the cornbread in and we're going to show you the finished product. Oh, this house does smell good now. Are you ready? Are you ready? Alright, we put that ham packet seasoning in there. Cooked up some cornbread. I like mine real thin. Look at there. This turned out so good. Like I said, we had a problem with the crock pot, but hey. Look at there. Like I said, as long as the carrots, as long as the beans are nice and soft. It's been simmering, cooking all day. Oh my goodness. So good. Hope you enjoyed. Like I said, it's simple. Simple and easy. You can add vegetables, you can add meat, or you don't have to add anything. 15 bean soup. Bon appetit, says Chef Boy RG.